All right, welcome back to the channel. We've got a emergency crypto update. So we're seeing a lot of red in the crypto market. Before we get into everything, I want everyone to read the disclaimer down below. Anything I say in this video is not financial advice. I'm just doing a general market update for the crypto sector, and do your own research. Crypto is risky. A lot of people lose a lot of money here. 90% of the coins, 99% of the coins are probably going to go to zero. So tread very lightly here and don't get hosed. So let's take a look at the heat map here. We look at the daily, it's all red. We look at the weekly, it's all red. We look at the monthly, it's mostly red. We look at the 3 months. Okay, there we go. So when you zoom out long enough, we're still in profit, but short term looks pretty bloody, looks very painful here. But that is the belly of the beast, that is crypto. We are at a major line in the sand here of 91,000. We break 91,000, we're already below the VWAP from the election. So the volume weighted average price from the election results, we've broke below that. We've done that before, but we've quickly bounced up. That's where I'm hoping to see us recover here, but there's a potential we don't. Let's go ahead and look at some of the news, because there's a lot of news over the last 24 hours that are getting people a little concerned. The United States government has been given the green light to liquidate 69,000 Bitcoin. That is $6.5 billion worth of Bitcoin that has been seized from Silk Road, and that was confirmed, and the judge ruled this on December 30th that the DOJ can sell. Now, we don't know if they've already sold, if they've yet to sell, how they plan on selling, yada, yada, yada. We don't know, and we probably will never know, but they've been given the green light to sell, and ironic that they're going to do this right before the new administration comes in, and the new administration has said they don't want to sell any of their Bitcoin. They want to keep all of the Bitcoin that they have, that the U.S. government has taken in from catching nefarious actors. They want to keep all that Bitcoin, and they want that to be the beginning of the strategic Bitcoin reserve for the United States. So if the current administration sells this chunk before the new administration comes in, that's politics. So that is some of the news that has gone down. I personally think they've probably already sold, or they've already started to sell. But again, like I said, we don't know, and we probably never will know. Some of the other headwinds when it comes to Bitcoin is, and the general markets as well, we're seeing, if we look at the NASDAQ, which you can take a look at my next market update, we are seeing lower highs and lower lows. What does that mean? We are in a downtrending market. So it's not just Bitcoin, it's all asset prices across the board. And the main reason for that is uncertainty for the new administration. We've ran a long way in a short period of time. It's natural to have profit taking. We have the 10-year yield continuing to climb up. That is putting pressure on stocks. We've got the dollar at a 2-year high, breaking out of the recent range that has been in for the last couple of years. That is not good for assets. So everything is repricing all of this information. With the higher yields, with the higher inflation expectations, with the lower expectations of interest rate cuts for 2025. There's a lot of factors where things are being repriced. So the market is trying to digest all of these things, and asset prices across the board are coming down. So when we look at Bitcoin, it would not surprise me if we are not able to hold 91K, if we come down to 88 or these low 80s. I deleted it, but I had something here just a minute ago. Let's do this. So back in the summer, we had our sideways summer where we didn't really go anywhere. We had a big move up and we chopped sideways for 200 days. It would not surprise me if we have something similar here. We have a big move up, we chop sideways, and then we make our next move, break out. So that is what I'm mentally preparing for. I'm not selling anything right now. I'm not being a huge aggressive buyer. So that is my plan here. There's a lot of carnage out there in some of these coins. And again, when you zoom out, it's really not much. You look at the chart, it's like, wow, we've barely gone down anything. Look at the weekly chart, not a whole lot has happened here for Bitcoin. We're about 14% off the highs. Ethereum, same looking deal here. Solana, same looking deal here. And then you've got all these other smaller tokens. Again, Dogecoin, it's a blip. We're barely down in the scheme of things. So the flip side here is there's a lot more room to drop, but also I don't think this is the end of the cycle. So we're in a tricky time where I don't feel comfortable plowing a bunch of money back into the market. I don't have a lot of money to be plowing back into the market. It's tax time, and it's time to fund your retirement accounts for 2025. So there's only so much powder to go around. Same thing in the stock market. If we look at some of these stocks, I'm not super enticed to go in and buy the dip on some of these names. Let's go ahead and take a look at a company like, let's look at Tesla. Tesla is down already 20% from the high, something like that. But I'm not enticed to come jump in and buy on a 20% dip when it's been up 100+%. So I'm waiting for a larger pullback to make sense to really put some money to work. Another company like a Palantir. This thing, for me to be enticed to buy, has another 30% to come down. That's just my opinion. So stocks and crypto are in the same boat where they've moved a lot on expectations of the new administration. Reality is kind of setting in, like, okay, there's still a lot of work to do. There's still a lot of problems. There's still a lot of things that need to be resolved in the economy and for the macro backdrop when it comes to rates, the dollar, rate cuts, all those things, inflation. So we're just in an uncertain time, and when we have uncertainty, people take chips off the table. But back to crypto, I still am very constructive for the 4-year cycle. Let's go ahead and take a look. Where do I want to pull? Come on, not all bookmarks. Bookmarks, Bitcoin. So I still think we have a nice year coming. 4-year cycle. The 3rd year, we are in the 3rd year. The 4th year most likely will be a bear market. Now, how big of a 3rd year we have, I don't know. I just don't think that's the top. I think we're going to continue to have a little bit of a pullback, and then eventually we'll see higher highs this year. When that'll be, in a month, in 6 months, in 8 months, I can't tell you. Nobody can tell you. So for me, what I'm doing is I'm just staying pat, trying to get some powder ready to go, and looking out for some of these projects. If we keep bleeding lower, I will probably have to consolidate the portfolio to double down on my highest conviction names. So I still like the big 3. Those are my highest conviction names. Anything else other than that, it's a trade for the year, for this cycle. So we'll see how much more pain we get before I need to cut some of these names. I only have about 5 names in the portfolio, so I would be consolidating, cutting off 2 names and just doubling down on Solana, ETH, and Bitcoin. That's my plan. Do your own research. Do what's best for you. But I'm really just not doing anything right now. Seeing what the market does these next couple of weeks. We still need to get the new administration in, see what kind of policies are going to put in for crypto, and then see how the market takes that. But I think there's going to be a lot of volatility like we're seeing. It's going to continue for the rest of the year, which that gives you opportunities to buy the dips and sell the rips. So we'll just have to play it by ear and see how the rest of the year goes. But that is the emergency crypto update. We'll see what the rest of the week brings us, and we will see how the month closes. So everyone out there, stay safe, and we will talk soon. All right, peace out.